What's up everybody, welcome back to another seifbuys video. I'm Saif and today I'm giving you a quick comparison between the Beats Fit Pro and the Apple AirPods Pro 2nd Gen. I have both of these. I've been using them interchangeably for the last 3 months or so. The AirPods Pro came out September 23rd, the Beats Fit Pro about a month before that. Bought them from Costco, so they still are eligible for return. If you didn't know, Costco has 90-day return policy on all their electronics, which is pretty nifty if you ask me. All year round, as opposed to like some manufacturers, some retailers who only do it during like the Christmas time. They give you like that elongated return period. Anyway, I digress. Which of these is better? Let me give you the conclusion right up front. Spoiler alert, the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen are better for me on every front, really. And they're the ones I'm using every day, even though I have the Beats Fit Pro. In the gym, out of the gym, while I'm running, while I'm not running, I use the AirPods Pro Gen 2. Now, why that is on account of three things primarily. I'm talking primary is comfort. These are more comfortable. Secondary is the controls. The controls are much more user-friendly, much less prone to incorrect, but what is it called? Unintended presses on the buttons when you're just, not trying to increase the volume or pause or play the music. These are less prone to like accidentally doing that. And also they have better sound quality and better noise cancellation. So on account of those three things, I think the AirPods Pro Gen 2 are better than the Beats Fit Pro. Now I'll dive into the specifics of each of these factors right now. So starting off, so if that's all you wanted, drop a like on the video. I hope you found that helpful. But now I'll dive into the specifics. So starting off with comfort, arguably the most important aspect of an earbud. Earbud's no good, if you can't comfortably have it in your ear for an elongated period of time. Is it really useful regardless of all the other features? If the sound quality is great, but it's not comfortable in your ear, is that worth the trade-off? For me, no. The answer almost always is going to be no. So comfort, really important. Comfort of the AirPods Pro are really what switched me over to the Apple ecosystem to begin with. I was on the Pixel phones on Android, and I got to try out the AirPods Pro in my ear and loved the buds so much. I switched my entire OS. I switched over to iOS and Apple ecosystem, and now I have the Apple Watch and I'm fully locked in that ecosystem. But that's just purely because of how comfortable I found these earbuds, and I do wear earbuds pretty frequently in the home and out. And at the gym, having a nice pair of earbuds, it's invaluable. And as well at home and at work, to being able to drown out everybody else, invaluable. And the comfort of these, I literally forget I'm even wearing them when they're in transparency mode. I have, been freaked out to notice they're in my ear. And that's a great thing, when you're out and about, you don't want to have to keep taking your earbuds, putting them back in, taking your earbuds, putting them back in their case because of, if they're not comfortable. But these ones you can literally have in your ear all day long. And, if you're walking down the street and you don't want people to talk to you or whatever, you can have them on transparency and it's as if you're not wearing anything at all, at least for me. Comfort is also the most subjective piece, so, take what I say with a grain of salt. Like, this is for my ears. For example, the AirPods regular, those don't fit in my ears at all. Like, they fall out without me even moving at all. So the AirPods Pro, on the other hand, they fit perfectly in my ear. They're secure enough that I don't need to worry about them unless I'm like doing intense ab workout or like I'm doing like high intensity interval training. I'm like jumping up and down a lot or something like that. Then these might jiggle out and fall out. Of course, everyone's ears are different. I do wear a larger bud in the left ear than the right ear, so I didn't know, like, apparently my ear holes are slightly different, so I wear the large tip in my left and the medium tip in my right. If you care, you probably don't, but that's just so like, if you get these, you might need to do something like that. I assume it's common, and I'm not just the only guy with different size ear holes. But with the Beats Fit Pro, you get those wing tips right there, right? And the wing tips are semi-malleable. So basically, if I whip them out here, they are semi-rigid. Now the Beats Fit Pro are pretty comfortable. Like, as far as earbuds go, they're probably the second most comfortable buds I've tried besides the AirPods Pro. It's just with time, if you're not working out or you're not, if you're working out, you've got a lot more pain. You're experiencing a lot more pain than the little discomfort this might cause in your ear. So they're perfect for that. But for every other use case, really, I do start to feel the wingtips, pressing into my ear after a while. I do prefer the matte finish on the Beats Fit case. Anyway, I'm digressing. Let's stick with comfort. But the Apple AirPods Pro Gen 2, they don't have the wingtips built in. You can get wingtips from Amazon if you are, going for a HIIT workout or you're going for a run. I do like to apply, a wingtip on top of the bud, and that makes it pretty much fit as good as the Beats Fit Pro in terms of how secure they're going to be while you're in an intense workout. But when I'm not doing that, like if I'm just doing a traditional workout or I'm just using them in everyday use, the no wingtip is the way to go for me. And the fact that they're so light is probably why I am able to forget that they're even in my ear. So comfort-wise, it's a no-brainer. I can literally wear the AirPods Pro while I'm going to sleep. I cannot do that with the Beats Fit Pro, which takes me on to our next portion here. The next portion, I'm going to talk about the controls. So why am I able to wear the AirPods Pro while I'm going to sleep, but not the Beats Fit Pro? That's because of how the controls are, designed. The Beats Fit Pro, it's got the controls. It's the button on the thing itself, on the bud itself. You just press it in for pause, play, double tap for like forward, triple tap for rewind, and no volume controls on the Beats Fit Pro. So you'd have to use your Apple Watch. And if you are doing a workout and you want to like switch or something, you do have to go to like a specific menu of what's playing, like the now playing section on your watch to be able to control the volume, and that's kind of annoying. It's like several clicks to control the volume. Having the control for the volume on the buds itself is much more effective and much more user-friendly, especially like me in the gym. I keep my phone on the floor and I am like following a workout on my phone, right? It's like telling me the rest intervals in between my sets and everything like that. And I don't want to have to go down and reach for my phone if like the song all of a sudden like starts to play really loud. You're listening to heavy metal or something, one chorus or something comes on and it's really loud. You can just quickly adjust it like that. And if I was adjusting on my Apple Air Watch, number one, not everyone has an Apple Watch, but if I was adjusting it, I'd have to do several clicks. Like I'd have to go to the menu that has the now playing, and then I'd have to lower the volume from there. So overall, just a much better experience with a new AirPods Pro 2nd Gen in terms of controls. And of course, the regular pause, play, and fast forward is all there just by squeezing the stem here. And the squeezing of the stem is really efficient because when I go to bed and I lay my head on the pillow, for example, or I'm like twisting and turning and listening to an audiobook or something, the controls don't automatically trigger, right? There's no accidental presses of the controls on the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen, but you are getting accidental presses on the Beats Fit Pro. And funny story, I was calling like my cell phone provider, and I was on the phone for like 30 minutes and using the Beats Fit Pro. And while they had me on hold at some point, I accidentally laid down on the couch and put my ear against the couch, and bam, it like ended the call right there. So that was a waste of like 40 minutes on the phone with that provider. So it can be really frustrating to the point where that one experience alone might be enough to talk you out of getting the Beats Fit Pro, regardless of the more secure fit. If you already have them, they are great. Like unless you want better noise canceling, sound quality, and all the additional features of the AirPods Pro, you might be fine sticking with these. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So controls, AirPods Pro wins. Now let's talk about the sound quality. The sound quality to me, I'm not an audiophile. I'll just give you my general impression. Beats sound great, but the noise canceling just isn't there, and I have to turn up the Beats a lot louder than I need to turn up the AirPods Pro to get the same sound level. So I presume that the AirPods Pro are louder overall. The bass is better on the AirPods Pro, it's just cleaner, even though it's present on both. The noise canceling is a lot better on the AirPods Pro Gen 2. I would say it's about twice as good as what I feel on the Beats Fit Pro. And just on account of that, I'm able to play the music, at 50% volume and still enjoy it just as much as 100% volume on the Beats Fit Pro, for example, or like 75% volume on the Beats Fit Pro. So sound quality, it's winning, Noise canceling, it's also winning. The AirPods Pro is also winning on that front. Transparency mode, it's clearer on the AirPods Pro. Feels like you're not wearing anything at all. But the Beats Fit Pro, it's almost perfect, but there's a little bit. It's just beat out by the AirPods Pro. Let's just say that. Okay, the AirPods Pro transparency mode is slightly better than the Beats Fit Pro transparency mode. Enough so that it's noticeable. Okay, if you were to wear them both back to back, you would notice it. What else? In terms of the cases, okay, The AirPods Pro, it's more portable. I consider that a win. Of course, I can put these in the coin pocket of your jeans, for example. These fit just fine. Granted, with this glossy finish, they can slip out, so just be careful. For example, if you're driving, I've had them slip out of my coin pocket in my jeans. But other than that, they're fine. I was trying to get a D-brand skin to cover the whole thing. D-brand isn't selling like skins that cover the whole thing, so you might have to go with like phantom skins if you want a skin to cover your whole thing to make it more of a matte finish, like the Beats Fit Pro. I prefer this matte finish over the glossy finish on the AirPods Pro, but you know, a small price to pay. The Beats Fit Pro charges via USB-C. Sure, that's cool. I only charge my buds using wireless chargers anyway, and Beats Fit case doesn't have wireless charging. It's slightly bigger also. This would be noticeable in your pocket, like it's too bulky. I think it's intended for like a gym bag or something. It's easier to find in your gym bag, but at the same time, I don't know. Like unless you're buying a headset specifically for the gym, I go to the gym and I still pick the AirPods Pro too. So even if I was buying them specifically for the gym, I wouldn't recommend it even just for that. But where was I going with this? All right, this one charges through Lightning, but it's got wireless charging, and at this point, you know, I just have wireless chargers all over the place, so being able to just pop it on there and have it charge is great. What else? We discussed the cases, the controls, the sound quality, the noise cancellation. I basically said that the AirPods Pro Gen 2 is better on every front, like I said in the beginning of the video, and I've explained why. Now, are the AirPods Pro 2 beat, like Generation 2 beat by anything else? I honestly don't know. Oh, let me also talk about actually one more thing. The Find My capability with the AirPods Pro 2, you can literally, if you have an iPhone, you can find the case, each individual bud on its own. Like it'll give you pinpoint accuracy of where exactly like everything else is. And something this small, you can be prone to losing it. So speaking from personal experience, with the original AirPods Pro, the fact that you can find these while they're in the case, invaluable, right? And precision finding and everything like that, just absolutely invaluable. It works like an AirTag, and I put an AirTag on everything just in case. Although I never lose anything, but you know, the peace of mind is worth the price of an AirTag, in my opinion, and definitely worth the price of the AirPods Pro Gen 2. The Beats, I think it's got finding for the individual buds, but I don't think it has finding, like you won't be able to use Find My to find it while it's in the case. It'll give you the last known location, I think, of the buds, but that's about it. And of course, if you're on Android, there's no Find My for either of these. And of course, if you're on Android, I would recommend anyway going with the Google Pixel Buds Pro. That's what I would go with. Haven't tried them, but I would presume that they're the best based on the reviews I've read and everything like that. They only recently came out, and they sound to me like they would be the go-to if I was still on Android. Like regardless if I was on a Pixel or Samsung Galaxy, I would always go Pixel though. There's too many software advantages to using a Pixel phone for me than going Samsung anyway. But I digress. We're talking about the AirPods Pro versus the Beats Fit Pro, and I've just told you the AirPods Pro 2 win out on almost every front. On pretty much every front, especially if you're going to get this attachment to put it if you're running and you're worried about the security of the fit when you're doing intense exercise. This pretty much makes it just unbeatable compared to the Beats Fit Pro, whose only advantage really was the wingtip to begin with. That's it, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like. If you have any, you know, if you don't agree with anything I've said or I've missed something, I've probably definitely missed something. This is my first video, or maybe one of my first videos. I don't know which one I'm going to post first, but yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts. If there's buds you think I should try out, I'm definitely up for that. I like, you know, gadgets, tech, and I'll be reviewing a lot more of what I have here with you guys on this channel, seifbuys. So I'll be trying to like narrow things down. A lot of channels, they'll just give you like top 5 or, you know, make you choose between a bunch of options. I'll sort of try and give you my opinion on, based on everything I've read, based on all the ones I've tried, like the best one, you know, so just so it's easier, you know, and you don't have to like watch a bunch of videos or a bunch of hours to figure out which one's the best. And yeah, on that, I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Take care.